A very Detroit, what up though, my yarn and tea crew, and welcome back to my channel. And if it's your first time, just welcome. Here we mix the cozy world of crochet with the thrill of true crime. But today we are going to be doing a tutorial. Like, comment, and subscribe so you don't miss the next one. Okay, y'all, so let's jump into this hat. I promise it's a lot easier than it looks. And if you're a visual person like me, then sometimes you can look at something and know exactly how the person did it before they even say something. So that's kind of why I have this panel sitting here, because I know it's common sense for most. I'm using Big Twist today, 100% acrylic, varsity navy blue. It was a weight for, and I didn't bother to add in the yellow, the green, or the white because I feel like those are pretty common sense colors. Plus, it doesn't matter what color you use because you custom making this for you. So whether you doing solid colors or you decide to mix it, it's your choice. So this won't be too much different from the first video when I showed you guys how to make the hat when it comes to sewing the panels together. I've already sewed or started these two, and I just opened it up so you guys could see that I'm sewing them right side together, wrong side up. And what you have to do is do two pieces at a time. And once you do your two pieces at a time, you'll have them, separately as two. You combine them to make them four, and you are just going to single crochet all the way down the side. Now, it will be a little difficult sometimes to get through those chain one spaces, so you might have to give your hook a little push to get through those. But you want to make sure that you single crochet through each stitch so that you follow them down the line evenly. That way, when you get to the end, you're not stuck with like this one stitch left and you trying to figure out where you can put the single crochet, and now you making it curve down, and kind of changing the shape of the square. So you just want to make sure that you single crochet all the way down the side, and when I finish this, I will come back and help you guys with the next part. And so, just like I said before, working through some of those chain one or chain two spaces may be a little hard. So, you're going to have some patience and just really work that hook through. But once you get it through, you want to make sure that you pull them both through, or pull that yarn through evenly on both sides, rather. And you want to make sure you get you a good single crochet in there. And after the single crochet, you will chain one, to tie off. Now, it's not necessary that you leave like a extra long tail because we're going to end up sewing it all the way around either way. Now that we have our panel of 4 and we got a panel of 2, we are going to sew our last 2 wrong side up. So make sure you single crochet down those sides evenly, working through all of those chain 1 and chain 2 spaces. And then we're going to sew both panels together. So when it comes to combining the 2 panels together, I like to go in that corner of the chain 2 space, and that's just kind of where I start. That way it lines up nice and evenly. And when we get closer towards that center, I'm going to come back and walk you through it. Okay, guys, as you can see, we getting closer to this middle space, and I wanted to do that with you because you can't visibly see the stitch most of the time when you hit that center, and it can be confusing a little bit. So if you've been working with both of your pieces together, wrong side up, following down evenly, you are on the right track. When it comes to this centerpiece, you almost have to feel versus than actually seeing. So that centerpiece is going to be really, really thick. And what you want to do is you want to make sure that you go right through this. It's like a space. If you put your hook through, it doesn't look like it'll go through, but if you push it through, I promise you it will. And you want to pull up and you'll just single crochet. And then don't miss that first chain right after that because there's one there. It's really, really tight. So make sure you work in there and you continue to single crochet all the way down. And I promise you will have a really, really neat square and you will be able to make this hat with no problem. Sometimes it may feel like you're not doing it right, so it's okay to open it up and check just to make sure. So you see how those are nice and even? That's exactly how you guys want to make sure that you do yours. And so you just continue to single crochet down the sides because we are almost done. So if you're following along, excellent. I'm going to meet you when we finish the end of the row. Okay, y'all. So we have 2 panels, 4 granny squares each gives us a total of 8. You place them wrong side up, and then we'll need to do 3 sides. It doesn't matter which 3 sides you do, it's your preference. It's a square, so I literally can't tell you right or wrong. But what I will say is you single crochet the same way we've been doing this whole time. Once you single crochet 3 sides, I will meet you back. Okay, so we now have all of our sides on. We have our opening where our head goes through, obviously. You can flip it inside out to kind of get a peek, but if you like me, it's going to drive you crazy because you're going to need to get rid of all of these strings. So however you guys get rid of the excess, whether you tied in a knot, whether you sew them in, do what you need to do. Clean your hat up, make it nice and tidy, and then I will meet you back. So now that we have cleaned our hat up, you can now pull it inside out. When it comes to the corners, like the very top of the hat, when you turn it inside out, you want to make sure like you are pulling those out and putting your index finger in them, because it was the seam at the top that created like those sharp cat ears for you. So in a second, I'm going to put it on the mannequin. That way you guys can see it kind of open and you can get an idea of like how you may or may not want to style it. And of course, any of these extra little pieces you see, just make sure that you snip those off and get those out the way. Okay, let's go ahead and put this on the mannequin. We just gonna call the mannequin Sis. That's my little cute hat that I made with our sunflower tutorial. And I'm about to make some pants with that, y'all. So my mannequin got a little lima bean head. We not gonna talk about it, okay? Because clearly the hat is just eating the poor girl up. But you guys get the idea. You can see those ears poking. You can see the detail, the stitching, and how neat it is. So if you follow my tutorial, I hope that your hat looks the same, y'all. And I hope that you are able to make many, many more cute ones. All right, my yarn and tea crew, that is it for the tutorial today. If I missed anything or you have questions, let me know. Please like, comment, and subscribe so you don't miss the next one. And as always, this is for the yarn lovers and the tea sippers. Stay cozy, stay curious, and I'm going to catch you guys in the next video.